You don't really need to seek validation for anyone. You have all the validation in the world. You have all the validation. The validation you seek is you. As far Hello guys, how is everyone doing? Welcome to 2025, and it's an interesting year for every one of us. It's been a very long time since I posted here. I've been doing a lot of work lately and trying to sort out myself and unlearn and learn new things concerning the wire trade. So right now, we're going up straight to the content I have for you guys today. So it's going to be 10 lessons I learned and 10 mistakes I made, and they're all under 4 categories, so sit tight. Hello guys, welcome to this video. All right, let's sit up straight. Now, as a trader, there are constantly two things we're dealing with that are under our emotions. Now, for the past 5 years, I've been able to look at these things and I've studied them, and I've got to realize that there are mainly two things we are dealing with as traders, which is the desire for pleasure and the avoidance of pain. These emotions has really caused why some traders are unprofitable. Now, looking at myself for the past 5 years, I've got to realize that these emotions have really caused why I take some decisions, make some mistakes I make, and not being the best of myself in my trade. And now I'm going to grade them. I'm going to be listing them one after the other. And if you check all these things I'm going to be listing, they are not new in the market. These are already known things, but I'm going to explain them in more details. Basically 4, which is FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Then greed. Then the third one is fear. Then the fourth one is impulsiveness. Under these 4 things I mentioned now, 2 goes to the desire for pleasure and 2 goes to the avoidance of pain. Now, the first mistake that we make as a trader, and the first thing we make as traders, the first mistake we make as traders, and one thing I've observed, not just for myself and for other traders as well, is 1, over leverage. Because of the desire for pleasure, even when our setup is there, everything is there, we feel like, man, this thing is going to go my way. We begin to now over trade, over leverage, increase our lot size. Or maybe because we've watched one trader that says, we watch one video that says, oh man, if you increase your lot size, you're going to make more money. We now increase our leverage. And at the end of the day, the trade doesn't go our way. Maybe your plan is to be risking 1%, but because you have this desire, you want to please yourself, there's this pleasure you're feeling, you want to feel at ease, then you go ahead to increase your lot size, and which is not according to your plan. Then the next thing, you begin to make mistakes, and because of this mistake, these mistakes usually take you back, and maybe your goals you have, your plans you have, they'll be delayed. And this is one thing I've also observed with myself for the past 5 years. Then the next thing is, because of fear, you begin to miss your setups. You already have your plan, you already have your laid out plan, but because of fear, maybe your previous trade did not go as planned, you see your setup, but because you're feeling like, how will it go, will it not go? The next thing, you would see the setup, instead of you to take the setup, you leave it, you miss it, and you try to go as planned, just the way you planned it, or because of fear, you allow the setup to go because you're trying to avoid pain. Then the next problem we're having as traders is, you take trade that is not according to your plan. You take trade that is not according to your plan because why? You are scared, you are afraid, you don't want to miss out, fear of missing out. You are trying to avoid the pain of missing out. So you see your setup there, the setup is not even there. Then because the trade is going, because the trade is going in a direction, and it did not give you setup, it did not give you your entry setup, You just see the setup. You're not even giving your risk management plan or your risk management according to your risk management setup. You end up placing the trade, and as you place the trade does not go according to your way, and at the end of the day, these things begin to pull you down. Maybe your goal is to get to 6% for the week, but now you're not like in like maybe 3% or 1% for the week, all because you are trying to avoid pain. You don't want to miss this, the fear of missing out. You don't want to miss the setup. You now join the setup. You now take the trade that is not according to your plan. These are one of the mistakes as traders that we make. If you are yet to subscribe to my video, I'll kindly suggest you subscribe. Then go down to the comment section and hit and write up I subscribe, and I'm gonna give you a very sweet love there. Thanks, guys. Then the next point is I'm gonna change my hand. I don't currently have a tripod, so I'm using my hand. Then the next point is you tend to now don't have a take profit plan. This one I'm talking about, it's one thing that really made me lose on good trades. And maybe in your plan, your take profit plan, you don't do take partials, you don't have a consistent, maybe you don't have a consistent risk to reward. Maybe you don't have 1-to-1, yours is not 1-to-1, yours is not 1-to-2, yours is not even 1-to-3. You don't even have any. You just see trades and you feel like, oh, it will go. And at the end of the day, your trade will be running in like 1 to 5 hours because you feel like it must get down there. But at the end of the day, the trade now reverses and take you out without you even breaking even. So this is one thing I've also seen, and which is also the desire for pleasure, the desire to be perfect, the desire that man, my trade is in profit. Take what the market gives to you rather than trying to be perfect. You want the perfect entry, you want the perfect take profit point. No, if you have a plan where your take profit point is 1-to-2 or 1-to-3 or 1-to-5, stick to that plan. And once your trade hits that target, you're out of the market. This is one thing that also really affected me for a very long time now, and I've seen that it's a very big problem in the industry. The next point is you are not using a stop loss. Like, why on earth will you not use a stop loss? That's disturbing. This is as a result of the desire for pleasure. You feel the trade is going to go your way, it will not come back and take you out. You don't have that. I don't know. For me, I have not really tried this. I have not really tried it because I know that in every business, there's always risks to it. So you must have something you are willing to risk. But I find it funny when traders don't use a stop loss, or because you are trying to feel good. Man, I don't use stop loss and my trade is going to go my way. And this is one major issue where traders make mistakes and they become unprofitable. Like, you draw them back and it takes them back. The next thing I found interesting, which is something that's also worried me for a long time now, is not having a risk management plan. Like, there is no risk management plan. Your account is a drawdown, you don't have a risk management plan. Your account is even in profit, you still don't have a risk management plan. Like, you are in 6 or 5% or even 8%, 7% drawdown in your profit challenge. You feel the need not to have a risk management plan. Like, why on earth? I'm still trying to really understand. And coming out of that thing, I had to like, okay, what is really the cause of this? And one thing I realized is greed. Greed was the issue here, because I wanted to feel good. I wanted pleasure. Like, no need. My next trade is gonna be a banger. You know those things we tell ourselves as traders. And this is one thing I've come to realize, that it's something that has really pulled us back and pulled me back personally, and has not really helped me to become to my fullest as a trader. So have a risk management plan. If maybe your first trade is a winner, your next trade should gonna be in, maybe if you're according to your risk management plan. If your first trade is a winner, your second trade is a winner, your third trade is a winner, your fourth trade you can say okay, so it's okay. You reduce the position sizing, or if your first trade is a loser, is a loss, I meant to say, and your second trade you can decide okay to scale down. Or if you have a consistent position sizing you're using, whether you're winning, whether you're losing, irrespective of where the account is, stick to it. But as traders, we don't. One thing I find for me, then I didn't really have any of this. I would just, today I will do this, tomorrow I will do that. I was not consistent with my risk management plan, and this is one problem that I've also found with traders. And this is something that really, really, like, it's a very big thing. It's something that's really pulled traders from where they're supposed to be. Instead, it takes them down. Now, after not having a risk management plan, the next issue traders face is you don't trust your setup because you've not back tested enough. So when you see your setup, because you don't trust it, or maybe because the previous trade was a loss, you don't trust it, you've not back tested enough, you've not front tested enough, you tend to now leave the trade, allow the trade to go. Like, this is something that's also happened to me as well. Because I don't trust my setup back then, I would see my setup and I would let it slide, and the trade would go. And because I don't have enough data to tell that if my strategy works or not, I begin to this is not working. Today I will be consistent in doing it. Tomorrow I will be consistent in taking the setup. And then what comes out at the end of the day? Unprofitability. So this is another issue that so many traders face. Then now, another major issue that I've also realized that traders to get is you want to seek validation. Yeah, this happened to me in my earlier stage. You want to seek validation. You want this one to support you. You want them to support you. You want your family to support you. You want your friends to support you. And you just want everybody to support you. Like, yeah, tap you on the back, man. This business is one of the hardest business in the whole wide world. People don't understand what you are doing. They don't understand. They see you like you are joking, you are playing, you are wasting your time. So trying to seek validation from anyone else, you're just setting yourself up for a very big trap. I'm saying this from my experience. You don't really need to seek validation for anyone. You have all the validation in the world. You have all the validation. The validation you seek is you. As far as you trust in your process, you know what you're doing. Come on, stick to it and repeat it again and again. And that's where the result come in. At the end of the day, those persons you are trying to seek validation from, you think they're actually going to give you that validation? No. What they want to see is results. So you should be focused on producing results rather than trying to say you want to get this one to validate you, and because you're not even validated, you start feeling down, you start feeling sad, like, oh no, and then you begin to affect your trading. So you don't really need to seek validation from anyone. All the validation you seek, it's with you. Another common thing among common mistakes that I've also noticed is you want to prove that you are the best. This also was a very, very big issue for me during my earlier stage. You want to prove that you are the best. Oh, SMC is the best. Oh, ICT is the best. Oh, Elliott Wave is the best. Oh, this moving average. Man, there is really no point for all those things. You don't really have to prove to anyone that you are the best. Do what works for you. If it's SMC, if it is ICT, if it is whatever it is, quarterly theory, if it is break and retest, if it is mounting tops and trend line, do what works for you. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Trying to prove that you are the best is one issue that I've noticed with traders, and then it messes with your mind. In this business, you don't need to have that kind of mindset. Focus on your craft. Focus on what you're doing. Do what works. Repeat it. It's result. It's result. It's just about the result, not about trying to prove to anyone. You can't prove whatever you're trying to prove to anyone. It's all crap. Prove to yourself. Remind yourself every time. You don't have to be the best for anyone. You don't have to be the best for anybody. You are the best for yourself. You're making money for yourself. You're losing for yourself. It's all about yourself. It's not about trying to be the best for anyone or trying to prove that you're the best in your world. Go in and make money and focus on your craft. Now, heading on to the last point I have for you today is self-doubt. You doubt yourself. You don't believe in yourself. I've been doing this now for 5 years and still I've not doubted myself. No, I have not. There was a time when it came I wanted to doubt myself, but no, self-doubt won't help you. Self-doubt is not helping anybody. You just have to believe in yourself. I've been doing this now, I've not withdrawn consistently, but I've never doubted myself. You doubting yourself, it means when you started, you were not hungry. If you're hungry for this, you won't doubt yourself. So take off those thoughts from your mind. Focus on yourself. Focus on your craft. Focus on what you're doing. Believe in yourself. You don't need anyone to believe in you. You just have to believe in yourself. I know that, yes, it works. It works. Everything God has created, every business, everything, natural resources God has done, and every way man is using to make money, that is legal. It is all about you. Go there and get it done. It can be done. If others can do it, you can do it. They don't have to wait. So man, don't doubt yourself. So girl, don't doubt yourself. Come on, you can. Alright guys, please, if you're here to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, like this video and give a comment. Thanks guys, peace.